So we're going to squirt some of our product out onto the palette. Cut a big hole in your tube and squeeze out a generous amount. You'll pretty well use most of this tube. This is Quick Seal by DAP. It has not too much silicone in it, and it is paintable in a short period of time. So what we're doing is I placed my screen over top of my pattern, and I'm using chalk, and I'm going to outline just the outline lines so that I can transfer this on, so we're able to put our product on top of this to fill in our holes on our screen. So you just want a nice rounding around everything. We only need our outside lines, and that's it. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to flip my pattern over, my chalk drawing, and I'm going to place my frame right side down. It does not matter if I'm centered right now, so that's not a concern. I'm going to trace, I'm going to fold in my edges so I have something to tack through. And I will do the bottom. If I tried to tack through just plain screen, it'll rip it. And then I'm going to take, excuse me here, thumbtacks or push pin tacks, doesn't matter. And I will tack all the way along here, and then I will do this side and be able to pull it nice and tight, and I'll do the same up here, and then I will do my sides so that it's going to pull it tight and it's going to lift our design when I flip it over off of the table. So when I apply my paste, it is not going to go through onto the table. Okay, so that's the mission.
You mean through here?
So I'm going to scoop up some of my product, and I'm going to come along and I'm going to apply a thin coat. Don't press too hard. The harder you press, the more goes through to the bottom. We will take it off of the bottom, a generous amount. We'll flip it over after, because the thin coat will dry quicker, and then we're able to put a thicker coat on top. So we apply this on, and you want to try and make it nice and smooth along the edges of your leaves and your market bag. And then for the flowers, I'm going to try to bring it out in a little bit of a curve. So I'm giving them a little bit of a curve.
Oh.
And then for flipping it over, you see the excess that's here. Don't lay it down. And don't press this way. You press into your design where it doesn't matter. So I'll scoop that excess off. There's going to be a leaf here, so I can even apply it from this side. So I'm taking that excess product and moving it around so that, and then just a smooth coat on here. We don't need tons. I know that sometimes you feel like you're pushing it from the front to the back again. Don't press too hard. That's the big thing. And you shape around your piece. If you have different size knives, you might like to have a tinier one, but the rounded tip is good to go in to these areas here. And the plastic knives don't seem to work as good. So you're going to continue and do a whole thin coat. You'll be able to dry it with the blow dryer, and then we'll go on to a more solid coat.